Hello everybody, this is 31st of October and time is 6:30 p.m. and let's see what were my tasks today. So number one is do a CSS course, and I allocated 1 hour for that, and there I learned how to center any div using max width and setting the margin right equals auto and margin left equals auto, which is a great trick. And then I learned the use of box sizing equals border box, and then I used all these ideas and I tried it on a site and styled it. And to be honest, I'm really very much happy, because earlier I used to think like, okay, this looks very simple, but when I start to do, then things get really complicated. Like, okay, I put a margin here and then what? I mean, now after knowing this tricks, or I would say after knowing this knowledge, I really did that in a very less amount of time, and I am much more confident now. Alright, the number 2 task was continue the Angular weather project, which I started yesterday. And there I built a service to transfer data from one controller to other, and I built 2 controllers and learned the use of $watch. $watch, what it does is it actually it sort of like watches if the value of a variable change, then it changes, and then it changes the value of the another variable which we put into watch. So that's what I tried, and then I used the Angular filter date to convert date into readable format, which was good, and I did it for 1 hour in 1 hour. The number 3 was build a factory for the sign up page of the quiz application that I'm working. Start is wrong here, I guess. Of the quiz application that I'm working. So I'm also working on a quiz application which I'm building it on Node CSS, and there for the client side I built a factory, and there the factory also worked, but I'm stuck with $http.post .then and .catch. Basically the problem is I'm making a sort of validation, like while signing up, I'm sending the email, the first name and the password to my server, and the server then checks if that email already exists, and if it does, then it sends me a status of 409 and with a message saying email already exists. So the server is sending me the correct status code and the correct message, and also it's also my console.log shows the status code, but neither my success function runs nor my error function runs in the Angular JS code. And I tried using $q, using promises and all, but I still couldn't crack it. And then I posted the query in Stack Overflow, and the problem hasn't been solved yet, but alright, we'll have to see what we can do about it. So actually I spent a lot of time thinking about what's really wrong here, but I used Post. If you know, Postman is a great tool for testing your backend APIs, and I used Postman, and there everything is working fine, but in my browser it's not working. I think it's an issue of Angular JS, and gotta see what's the problem. And number 4 was start a Node.js application, and I started a Node.js application, which is a to-do application, and there I did the basic setup of Express, and I connected Mongoose and also the database. And by the way, I'm using MLab, and I also built the APIs for the to-dos, the basic functionalities like how to add to-dos. I built an API for that, edit to-do, delete to-do, find any specific to-do with its ID, and I tested those APIs using Postman. So that's what I did till 6 p.m. and rest I'm going to plan now. All right, see you then.